We have our bodies, right? Our bodies are made up of what? Cells, tissues, bones. At the cellular level, your body is made up of molecules and atoms, and what's just underneath that next layer? Energy. If our energetic level, if our energetic field, some would call it the soul, some would call it the energetic level or the quantum level, if that is healthy, then the next layer is healthy, and the layer after that is healthy, and the layer after that is healthy. My day job is that I work for Channel 3 News. I anchor the 3 o'clock and the 7 o'clock news, and some people say, well, why do you do this? And I say, well, with everything I see in this world, all of the difficult stories that I get to tell in this world, have to tell sometimes in this world, why wouldn't I do this? And you're all the same way. I mean, you have lives that have difficulties and stresses and traumas that are layered under there years and years ago. Why wouldn't you also learn to meditate 20 minutes a day, right? Find somebody that you don't know and quickly turn to them. And I want you to spend the next 4 minutes, taking 2 minutes each, just mentioning 3 things about yourself, all right? This is the part in church I always hate. I'm always like, I have to talk to the person next to me. Let's break these walls that we have between us. Let's connect. Let's do what we need to do more of in this world, and let's connect. So go ahead and turn. 3 things. The time starts now. How many, by raise of hands, heard about soul characteristics? 1 person? How many, by raise of hands, heard how many kids you have? What you do for a living? The roles you play? Yeah. Wasn't enough time. Okay. True. I have this exercise for 2 reasons. I want to break the barriers between us, and I want to make the point that in life, that's how we're going about our lives, right? We lead with, I'm a journalist, we always talk about what that lead story is, the first words out of your mouth, the first thought out of your mouth, the hook. We tend to lead with our roles in life, what we do for a living, how we serve this world, and we don't lead with our heart centers. So for instance, my name is Reed, and I have 3 beautiful children at home. Asher and Kai were adopted 6 years ago from Pennsylvania. Then we got a call that their sister had been born, that she almost didn't survive and that she was going to come home. And to take it even deeper, they saved my life. My children save my life every day. I know a greater depth of love than I ever thought existed on this planet when I look into their eyes. They make me mean what I say. They make me try to be a better man. And they make me laugh. Those are my soul characteristics. Did you notice the energy change in the room? What does it feel like? Warmer. What are your soul characteristics, my friend? Who are you at a soul level? What a different world it would be if we said, my name is Reed and I like to bring joy from joy. Hi, welcome to my world. Can you imagine? My name is Reed and I love my life. My name is Reed and I really have a lot of warmth at my soul. I like to nurture. I'm passionate. My name is Reed. You're safe with me in this world. You're safe with me in this moment. I have love in my heart. I'm here to help you feel empowered. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to teach you. And you know what? When push comes to shove, I'm here to carry your burdens. I love that somebody said that today. Why meditate daily? This says it all. Lao Tzu said in the 6th century BC, if there is to be peace in this world, then there must be peace in the nations. If there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in our cities. If there is to be peace in our cities, there must be peace between neighbors. And if there's going to be peace between neighbors, there must be peace in our homes. And if there's going to be peace in our homes, there first must be peace in our hearts. So that's why we meditate, and that's hopefully what you light up with today by the time you leave. I believe we should meditate twice a day, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon. Morning and afternoon, I'll just tell you a really crass way to remember it. Morning is RPM. RPM sort of talks about getting you going, but there's another way to think about RPM. Rise, P, meditate. If you can put RPM in your day planner every day, then you'll be able to react or to respond to your life and not react. We're going to talk about the difference between responding to your life and reacting to your life. Responding to the spilled milk and reacting to the spilled milk. And 20 minutes invested every day, just quieting yourself and meditating in the way that you do is going to help you out a great deal, okay? To me, unless we really make this practical, it's just all woo-woo, right? I mean, we've all talked about Sedona and maybe going down to where the vortexes are, and it seems kind of unreachable. It seems kind of strange. But I want to talk to you first about the benefits of meditation from a way that's accessible to everybody, to people of all faith or non-faith backgrounds, to people male and female, to people who are A-types or people who are not A-types. It has to be accessible to everybody. And I think a really great way is to throw out some of the benefits from a physical level. A lot of the ancient traditions try to get us to let go of that white-knuckled control and attachment. You know, if you're just trying to hold on to something in your life, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job. I have to do everything I can to keep my job. Or I have this house and I have to do everything I can to have this house and more of this house and a better job and a better furniture and everything. What does that bring? But if you're able to realize that benefit through meditation of letting go and just receiving and enjoying what you have, imagine how much better your life is. 9 years ago, on April 23rd, 2006, I was the on-call reporter for the ABC affiliate in Salt Lake City, Utah. And some of you may have seen the beautiful picture of the little blonde boy there underneath the roses. That's my son, Wesley. 9 years ago, on that April 23rd, the phone rang, and it was my work paging me to the scene of a child's accidental hanging in his mother's backyard. And I was angry. Never thought for a moment that my life would change the way it did in those hours that played out afterward. So we got in the car, or at least headed towards the car, and almost simultaneously, my phone rings, and it's my ex-wife saying, "You've got to get here now. Wesley is not breathing." And so I knew, as a journalist, I was going to the scene of my own child's death. And the days and weeks that played out after the doctor pronounced our beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy who laughed and had a motto, "Be happy every day." Be happy every day, Dad. Oh, Daddy, be happy every day. Can I have that? Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Wesley, was your dad mad that you threw up in his car? No, he just said shit. That little boy who put those words and thoughts into my mind and a lot of love in my heart was gone. And in the weeks that played out, I really questioned if I could live. I really questioned if I wanted to live. And even though we did a lot over the next 9 years to try to assuage that grief, you know, we were able to raise enough money on that first anniversary of Wesley's accident that we could build and open one of now 23 schools in Kenya for AIDS orphans. We did that. My son has 23 plaques in Kenya with his name. We did a lot of work to try to feel better, but I have to tell you, over the course of years, over the course of experiencing the traumas that I experienced as a TV journalist, that felt even more painful after what I had experienced, having to stick a mic in a grieving mother or father's face, knowing exactly what that feels like, knowing what it's like to have cameras on the front lawn who realize, oh, wait, that's his child. It was worse. And so those close to me will tell you that I became a hardened person. I had so much scar tissue built up. I had so much pain built up. I had gained a lot of weight. I drank too much. I probably met the textbook definition of an alcoholic and a food addict because I just wanted to sleep. Can I just get through one night of sleep without a flashback to the backyard? And so after the course of years, all of that weighs on a soul. It gets written on the energetic self. And we do have a quantum energetic self, even though over the course of years I said it's not real. There's no such thing as the quantum self. In fact, there's no God, because no God would allow anybody to experience what I've experienced, much less other people who've also had to bury their children or watch them burn alive in ovens, as we saw during the Holocaust, or any number of horrible things. There's no God, there's no energetic self, there is none of what I was taught growing up. So, heavy, drinking too much, easy to react and be angry with the world, in a fight with just about everybody in my personal life. Like a dummy, I signed up for a meditation class at Summerlin and a yoga class. It was Ginger. Some of you have taken classes from Ginger. I signed up for a meditation and yoga class, and I'll never forget. As long as I live, she put us in frog pose. Any yogis in here know what frog pose is? Do you want to demonstrate it? No? Can you? Can anybody demonstrate frog pose? Because I'm not in these jeans. Frog pose hurts because your knees are out. Do you want to? Come on. It hurts, okay? It's painful. Your knees are out. and you're down, and there's great pain at your hip. Yep. And even worse than that. Thank you so much for that. So a dude's laying prostrate in frog pose with his knees out like this. The hip flexors are killing him. I'm down on my forearms. I'm trembling. I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I here? And then she rang the bell and we went into silence. I took 3 breaths and I began to cry myself clean. It came out onto the floor. All of the years of pain, all of the years of trauma, all of the years of hardship, it just started to pour out of me. I'll never forget that I got up lighter. Somehow I had left it behind, and I do say I cried myself clean that day on that floor. I'm still crying myself clean, but guess what? The systems are working again. The inner digestive processes, the energetic digestive system is beginning to go again. We all have hurts that are written on our hearts at an energetic level. I really truly believe that somebody can hurt us in the 4th grade. It occupied our mind or our heart for maybe a week, maybe a month, or maybe we just referenced it once a week or once a month, or maybe never. But it's there, and it is as real as your arm or your leg or your hand, and meditation can help heal that. And here's the thing, yoga means to yoke, to connect your mind, your body, your spirit. All of the elements of your own life force that we went through are connected when you practice yoga and meditation. So this is where you can do some really deep healing. Let me tell you, leaders and employers, if you give your employees or those you are in charge of leading 20 minutes every day to meditate, I promise you, you're going to dip into a brilliance pool like never, ever you've seen before in your organization. If you give people a space to meditate in your work, if you encourage your coworkers to meditate for just 20 minutes, you will find gossip will decrease in your organization, and a sense of family and a sense of help and a sense of community will rise up. It will happen, I promise. If you are depressed, you are focusing on the past. If you are feeling anxiety, it's because your thoughts are too much in the future. Peace is in this moment. Let me tell you, when I was in that emergency room and I was thinking to the past, oh my God, I'll never again hold him. I'll never again be able to push him on the merry-go-round. I'll never again take him to Disneyland. And the depression just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then I was thinking forward, oh my God, I have to plan a funeral. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to see my child without any life in his body. In 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to go in that room. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to make the decision, is he going to be an organ donor? Anxiety. But in that moment, and I wish somebody had taught me this, and it's so easy to say, but if in that moment I had just been able to quiet myself and say, my spouse's arms are around me, and I can feel my mother, and my dad's strong arms have still got me no different than when I was Wesley's age. And there's a whole team of doctors and nurses out there carrying a little bit of my pain. If I could tap into that for a moment, I'd have that mindfulness, that moment-to-moment awareness, without judgment, without the past, depression, without the future, stress. I'd have peace. Did anybody notice the energetic change in the room right then when we were talking about that? See, these energetic changes can and should happen in our homes, in our places of work, and in our personal spaces. And they can, and they do, and they will.